All right, so I just wanted to quickly show what are the expectations and versus the reality of what most of the times happens with care agencies, right? So I just opened my computer to show you a better understanding of what these problems are with the home care systems and specifically with that's what we're talking about here. So with expectations, most people when they're going for a home care system, it just seems like that you're expecting the process to be very easy, and that's what the technology provider makes you assume that it's going to be easy. Secondly, you feel like you're getting everything in one place, and it's just one place you're going to swipe your credit card or your debit card, and you're going to get everything over there. You don't need to go to 10,000 different providers for, policies, for the rota, for the HR, for the training. You feel like you're getting everything in one place. You're expecting that instead you get something else. But number three is that the software should also be compliant. You're expecting it to be compliant with the policies, local policies, state policies, CQC policies for UK, CI, or wherever you are. You want it to be compliant with essentially medical record compliance and policies, right? Number four is that it's a scalable system, and that's very important because you are at the end of the day a business owner, and you want to look to scale your business. If it's a care agency, if it's any business, you want to look to scale it. And for it to be a scalable business, you need to have systems in place which can be scaled, because the number one thing required to scale a business, a scale system, is that it has to be easy to use. It has to be fast. It has to be replicable many and many times faster in hopefully hours or instead of weeks and days to onboard people, to onboard clients, to get a client ongoing, to get the family and friends onboarded, to make sure that the new care workers get to know how to use everything properly to make good records. And this makes sure that you are in a very tight knit process where you're not making mistakes very often. So number four, the system needs to be able to help you with that, right? Because essentially what used to happen was that everything which was paper based in an office, in like a big office with a lot of paper, with a lot of shelves, has to be compressed down into one computer screen essentially, and that system will obviously be that room full of bookshelves and these shelves with paper. It has to be really simple to use in order for it to be scalable, right? Otherwise we need a lot of staff to be able to just manage that. Yeah. And then the fifth thing is has to be affordable, because we essentially are talking to mostly small and medium-sized businesses who cannot, go ahead and pay tremendous amounts of costs for software, and needs to be affordable in order to be scalable as well, right? And that's what you're expecting when you're going to look for a software. But reality obviously turns out very different. Oh, that's just part of life. But instead, you get a software which is very hard to use. You get your hands on it, and it takes ages for you to learn what is going on. And in many instances, I've seen, companies giving 16 onboarding sessions that you have to attend, unless if you don't attend them, then they're not responsible for whatever ends up happening with the system. And that should not be the case. Like 16 onboarding sessions, come on, man, I have a business to run over here. How can I attend that, right? Or you have to pay for every time you need to get a Zoom call or get some tech support. And the software itself is just not looking like pleasant to look at. It's just very daunting once you come in and you get some PTSD from the last time you worked on it, right? And there's many features. That's because there's many features to learn, and we need to make it simple. Features should be very relevant to your business, and you need to just look at the name and the title over there and need to know, you should know what's happening over there, right? Instead of learning, like it's like the first time you're trying to learn Microsoft Excel, and all the complicated stuff involved with that, right? And then the fourth thing is that as you expected all the features to be inside there, a lot of care businesses, when they're starting, they go looking for a software, they get promised everything, with policies being in place, training and being in place, care management being in place. But then at the end of the day, they get to know, that is also missing out. Or they just went in and made a decision to temporarily go for a platform because of the price, and they ended up knowing that for every add-on you have to pay extra and extra and extra, and it just keeps getting expensive and expensive. So what we try to do is try to tackle all of these things, make it simple so you don't have to worry about these. We give you proof of how we do this, because we put everything in one place. If you're running a care business, essentially, we'll give you the coordination part of it, the care planning part of it, the risk assessments, the family and friends, the connection and the building the trust with the family and friends, even invoicing and payroll, mileage, the policies, and everything should be in one place so you don't need to go here and there. Because in every single business, if you're looking for technology, even for our technology business, we're looking for softwares which have everything in one place, so we're not paying 10,000 different companies every single month and just not keeping in track of what's going out and what's coming in, right? So we just want to simplify this, and these are usually the expectations and reality, and I just want to tell you, share it with you so that you know and you can be familiar with this, or if you're already not, so that we can talk about this in more detail. Speak to you then.